Hey guys, this is a quick presentation I put together that I like to call Lessons from a 10th Year Junior by Clark Church, which is me. I am currently 28 years old, which would make me, I suppose, if I went directly through standard college, this would be my 10th year in college, right? But it's not exactly how I did it. So we'll quickly give you an overview of who I am and my experience and why you should even care what I have to say. I graduated from Chantilly High School, class of 2009. From there, I went to Northern Virginia Community College for about a year before transferring to George Mason University. While I was a student at George Mason University, I was involved in a car accident which left me with a head injury. That head injury prevented me from continuing my education for a short amount of time, and I did not go back to George Mason. I had been a volunteer EMT at that point for about 3 years and decided that I wanted to go ahead and get my paramedic. So once I was better, probably a year later, I went to a program, a little private company called Associates in Emergency Care, where I pursued my paramedic certification. From then on, I went to work as a paramedic for the Richmond Ambulance Authority in Richmond, Virginia. I was there for 2 years. I then signed on a civilian contract in Kuwait with George Washington University Health Services. After that, I was a flight paramedic on a helicopter in Washington, D.C. with MedStar Health, and currently I work as a paramedic in Clear Creek County, Colorado, which is where my girlfriend and I decided we wanted to move. And here I work as a field training officer, and I do quality assurance on our reporting as well. Help with trainings and bringing on new people and sharing the experiences that I've been able to gather over time. And that's really what I'm here to share with you guys is the experience that I've gained through all of this and what did I learn and how does this even matter to college. For me, if I could sum up the one thing I learned from everything here, just be to breathe. I was really focused on completing my education quickly, not efficiently. So when I was at George Mason University, when I was at the community college, I wanted to take 18 credits every semester. I wanted to get through as quick as I could because I wanted to get on to the next thing, and instead of savor the moments that I had and enjoy the time that I had at college, I just wanted it to be done. I wanted to get on to the next thing. I think it's really important to relax. I still haven't run into a situation where frantic energy is going to be beneficial. Even when I'm at work now, sometimes you just have to take a step back and take a deep breath and clear your head before making a decision because your decisions need to be efficient and appropriate, and we can't always do that if we're revved up. All this is really going to break down into time management. It's kind of what I want to get in today. It's important to set realistic goals and expectations for yourself. I think it'd be a really great idea for you guys to listen to your advisors, to seek out information and to ask what is an appropriate timeline for what I want to do. How much can I take on? These advisors that you guys are going to be going to have a lot of experience and they can really share with you a wealth of information. And if they say, I don't think you can do that, it's not you, it's just nobody can do that. The way that most people get through their education, their schooling, get the experience they need for maybe their next level of school, whether that's like a professional experience for a physician assistant program or some kind of medical program. It's important to take the advice of people that know, that have seen others try, seen others succeed, and seen others fail, and then we can learn from those successes and failures. So really take in this information and listen. If they say, take your 15 credits here, your 12 credits here, this class here, do it. It's a really good idea to listen to what these people have to say. And it's also okay, I think, if you're having a really tough go at things, knock a course off, maybe come back in the summer and take an extra class, or take that class online in the summer, if you need that time. if you're struggling with something. Ultimately, if something gets pushed back, a semester, it's going to be all right. You're still going to get to where you want to go. I think this all goes with studying as well. I want you guys to try your best to break up your studying into blocks with built-in breaks. Your brain can only do so much before it's overwhelmed with information and before you just can't learn anymore without allowing it to rest and to process that information. Some people really enjoy, I know I like doing 45 minutes on and 15 minutes off. And when you have that 15 minutes off, try to do something that's not going to involve like a heavy cognitive workload. I find that even watching YouTube or watching TV sometimes is still a strain on my eyes, and it's a lot to process. So I like to get up and to move. Really try your best to stretch, take a walk, get something to drink. Maybe watch a quick something if you really want to watch something. You can maybe read if you really want to read, but do something different. There's also been a very popular method, which is going to be 25 minutes on with 5 minutes off, and then every fourth block you'll take 15 minutes off. Please don't skip any of your breaks even if you're on a roll. Give your brain a minute to process. I've found many, many times if I walk away from something and come back 15 minutes later, I am much better at it. Your brain is still processing that information, and you're still learning even when you're not actively there, looking at it, staring at it, and getting frustrated. Try to build a routine for yourselves. It doesn't mean you have to calculate every second of your day, but try to do your work in the same space. It helps. I think humans are creatures of habit. So if you go into a certain room or sit at a desk to perform all of your schoolwork, then your body and your brain is going to be ready when you sit in that spot. It's going to be geared up and ready to go. Our brains and our bodies adapt rapidly to those routines. Anybody that plays sports may notice when they're gearing up. I know I box, and when I wrap my hands, I know that my body's getting ready. I can feel my heart start to race, and my breathing changes, and my body's getting ready for the physical exertion that's about to happen. And your brain's no different. If you sit down in the same spot to do the same thing, it's really going to be beneficial. Try to wake up at the same time, go to sleep at the same time, eat around the same time if you can. Our bodies really like those things, and I think it's really going to help. And then don't forget to do things that you enjoy. It's okay to take a break. I'm not saying to push off your studies. I'm not saying to not do things, but build in breaks. Build in 2 hours to go do something with your friends. You need to relax. You need to let your brain process, and I promise you're going to do a lot better if you give yourself a moment. And then just don't forget to breathe. It's going to be all right. Take a step back. A 3-second breath and a step back isn't gonna stop any emergencies. Nothing's gonna get worse. Thanks.